Hello, good evening, Twin Minds here. We are hearing the call of the sea tonight. I've been meaning to play this one for quite some time. It is a Lovecraftian love adventure, featuring this lovely lady here who I believe is seeking to find her lost husband after he went on his own adventure. So she is embarking on her adventure to find him. And I believe there are some Lovecraftian tones to this. We shall see. It is supposedly a very well-made adventure, and it's making lots of awards and such, and it looks really pretty. So we're gonna do it. Also, I thought I turned your music down. Maybe it needs more down. Or not. It's cool too. Yep. We'll roll with it. Maybe it's got good music and it'll be very heartwarming as it comes through. Alright, also we're gonna turn that down a hair. Maybe it'll be work, who knows. But, Call of the Sea. Let's do it.
What was that? What are those voices?
Oh. We're already underwater. Alright. We heard the call of the sea very thoroughly. Oh, hey, I'm in control. Okay. 1 second. I need to close out of that. There we go. There we go. Alright. So we are... Oh. Okay. Lovely. Can we go up to the light? Is that a thing we can do? Ah, it's so bright. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. No. No, we cannot. But I can sit here and bask in its glowing radiance for a while. Okay. Let's go away from the light then. Away from the blindingness. Alright, so are we going forward? Or are we going down? That looks like a nothing. That looks like a down. Full of sand. It's very pretty down here.
Where am I?
It's a solid question, ma'am. So I do believe we are Norah. And we are being called by the sea. And that is the extent of my knowledge currently.
I know this place. I've been here before.
Oh, there's a door, and there's a clock. A crooked clock, by the by. All right. So what time is that clock? That looked like that was an inverse clock as well. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah. That's not. No, it's not inverse. It's just sideways. And it is currently what, 10:20? No. Yeah, something like that. No, it's 9 something, but that's not right. 9:20? Sure, we'll call it 9:20. 9:21.
I've been here my entire life. I'm trapped in here. These stairs. I'm climbing these stairs again.
Climbing is subjective at this point. I mean, you are ascending.
The voices are calling me. old music box. It's broken. I have to fix my old music box. I have to get it. I have to... Those horrible dreams again. I've had them repeatedly ever since my mother died and left me that music box in her will.
Sounds like you
Harry
should get rid of
always
that.
said that old family heirloom had something to do with my family's strange disease.
That have something to do with the hand I saw waking up?
Give us an answer about your illness. I'll search for one myself.
Yeah, the hand thing. Got it.
And in that search, it seems you lost yourself. I don't think I'd ever...
Pardon me, madam, but the island is in sight. We'll be lowering the boat in just a minute.
All right.
Oh, thank you so much, Captain Hodgson. I'll be right out. All
Sure.
right. Time to gather my things.
All right then. Howdy, Kinder. Welcome. This is the spooky option. Yes, this is a Lovecraftian love adventure.
I'd always dreamed of traveling. It was not the same without you, Harry.
We're going to Tahiti. Lovely. November 1st, 1934. Read. Fair enough. We are Norah Everhart on the SS Carmel.
I'd always dreamed of traveling. It was not the same without you, Harry.
All right then. Oh, should I rotate? No. But rotate is a thing. We're going to need to do that. Okay.
I think I've overpacked.
Perhaps. Considering if this is your entire room of stuff, then yes, you have overpacked, ma'am.
What was I thinking when I brought all these dresses on this trip?
Indeed. Yep, gotta cover up those hands.
I'd better cover up my hands before I leave the cabin. I wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm a circus freak.
It only partially covers the problem, ma'am, but your hands are lovely.
I received a mysterious package at my house. I stored all its contents in my locked suitcase.
Received a registered package addressed to Norah Everhart from Tahiti. Package delivered. All right, done.
I love this song.
I'm glad one of us hears it.
Oh my, I have the worst memory. I forgot the combination again. Thank goodness I always bring my journal with me to write things down.
Thank goodness indeed.
Ah, the amazing adventures of Norah Everhart, art teacher.
Art teacher, you say? Okay. Curious things from my journey. Question mark. 506. Norah, remember this. Fair enough. Glad she writes her notes for herself in her third person. Let's see. November 1st, 1934. I finally arrived in Tahiti. Finding information about Harry's expedition is turning out to be tough. To be a tough row to hoe. There we go. That's the. I was trying to figure out what that terminology was. Turns out to be a tough row to hoe. Yes. I think I must have walked all over Papeete? Sure. Asking about them, but nobody seems to know anything. About that place 74 miles east of Tahiti. Some locals have mentioned an island, but they won't say anything else about it. It's like they think the place is cursed. I met an English sailor, Captain Hodgson. He knew some of the crew members on the Lady Shannon, a whaler. Apparently the ship took an American expedition to the island east of Tahiti. According to Hodgson, it's been months since he last saw the Lady Shannon or its crew. Like every good sailor, the captain is superstitious. Do you think I'm mad? I'm not going to risk the lives of my crew by going to that cursed island, he said. November 4th, 1934. After 3 days of begging, I've managed to convince Captain Hodgson to take me close to the island. Save your money, Miss Everhart. Leaving me alone will be payment enough. I think there's a sweet, tender heart inside that grumpy old sailor. Oh. Right. There was more. I see. July 6, 1934. It's been a month since I received Harry's last letter. It was postmarked San Francisco and mentioned that the answer to my illness might be found in the Pacific Ocean. I'm hoping his silence is only due to a delay in the postal service. July 14th. Last night I had another of my vivid dreams, but this time something was different. I saw a strange island looming in the distance. In the heart of the island, a huge stone obelisk rose up before a mist-shrouded mountain. I woke up drenched in sweat. September 16th. I keep waking up to odd dreams in the middle of the night. Still no news from Harry, and it's been 3 months already. Damn this disease of mine. My husband is missing, and I can barely walk for a couple minutes before getting exhausted. October 10th. An enigmatic sentence written on a photo of my husband. An ancient stone relic that looks like a knife. A brass key with the letters CW engraved on it. All 3 were in a package I received yesterday, postmarked Tahiti, no sender. Find him, 74 nautical miles east of Otaheite? Sure. After leafing through a couple of history and geography books, I found that Otaheite was just the ancient name for Tahiti, the same place the package is from. What does this all mean? Anyway, my mind is made up. Even though I still feel woozy, I have to give it everything I've got. It won't be easy, but I'll find my husband whatever it takes, even if it means going to the end of the world. October 14th. Following Harry's trail, I caught a train to San Francisco. In the Madison building, I found out that on May 25th, Harry bought 6 passages to Tahiti on SS Caramel. Tahiti again. On a side note, I'm not sure if it's the fresh air or the sea breeze, but I feel much better. October 19th. First, I'll sail to Tahiti on an ocean liner. If I don't find Harry there, I'll have to find a ship that will take me to whatever is 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. This isn't going to be easy, or cheap either. October 23rd. I missed the sea so much after Harry and I moved to Denver. I love to sit on the deck and watch the moonlight playing on the water. It's so comforting. And then, of course, arrived in Tahiti, met a sailor, yada yada. Okay. All right. We have caught up with her adventures thus far.
Merveilles de mer du Sud. Marvels of the southern seas, I think.
All right. All right. I think we've done all the do. I can't click on the apple.
After spending so much time reading this book, I think I've learned a thing or two about Polynesian culture.
I didn't even know I could click on the book under there. But that's fair. All right. So we have done the needful.
I think I've overpacked.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Her memory's as bad as mine. 506. Jesus. 506. That button. There we go.
All right, now it's open.
Yes, I know how briefcases work. All right, so these are the 3 things that were in the mysterious package.
Harry Everhart. My husband, my partner, and my dear old pal. A brass key with the letters CW engraved on it. And some enigmatic instructions.
Alright, well I can't take the key yet, so I'm assuming that's going to come in handy later.
Harry Everhart.
Okay.
My husband, my partner, and my...
Alright.
This strange and sharp relic came in the package I received at home.
That's a nice knife. I like that knife. It's a little bit bulky, but it looks like it'd do the job just fine. Alright. And then...
I saw this island in one of my unsettling dreams. I drew it as soon as I woke up.
Alright. I guess we're not taking the suitcase with, we're just taking the necessities.
We're all set, madam. The motorboat is ready.
Be there in a minute. What's this?
It's not exactly a clawfoot tub, but you can't always get what you want.
Indeed. I think there's even a song about that. It did look like a JRPG weapon. It looked like it should like unfold and extend into a long sword or something. It looked really neat. Now, do we have an inventory? Do we have anything like an inventory? Okay, so this drawing that I previously read the notes on was not in the journal until I picked it up. That's what changed. Got it. Do we have an inventory, though? We do not appear to have an inventory. Let's check the keybinds quick. Journal run. Journal, 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 journal. So I expect that since this, I did hear that this was kind of walking simulator-esque. So I suspect that anytime we will need an item, it will be contextually available to us, rather than needing to go into an inventory. We shall see, though.
Okay, Norah. From here on out, you're on your own.
Lower the motorboat. Be careful with Mrs. Everhart's equipment, lads. We'll be back to pick you up in 3 days. I really hope you find your husband there, madam.
I hope it too. I'll see you in 3 days then.
He sounds like a nice captain.
Please be careful on that island. You know what the legends say about it.
I'll take care. Thank you, Captain Hodgson.
Thank you indeed. Oh, well, that's just pretty. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, here I am, in the middle of the ocean after traveling across half the world. Just miles away from where my husband is supposed to be.
Well, that's just feckin' lovely.
You left a year ago
Absolutely
to search
gorgeous.
for a cure for my affliction. Your letters kept me close to you, but suddenly they stopped coming. What happened, Opal? What did you find? Whatever it was, it led you to hire a crew and set sail from San Francisco to Tahiti. And from there, to this place. An island in the middle of the Pacific that the locals refuse to even name. Everything is familiar. So familiar. As impossible as that may sound. Is this the island I dreamed about? This can't be a coincidence.
No, ma'am. The sea has called you here. It's very lovely. I adore these graphics. We even get a pretty rainbow.
A breathtaking, idyllic island, surrounded by deadly reefs and protected with stakes to keep anybody from entering. Why?
Because this is their pretty idyllic location.
There's definitely something strange about this place.
Aside from the spikes that were carved specifically put there and ready to stab people? Or is it more like the key-shaped obelisk in the background? Well, alright then.
Okay, Harry. Let's see if I can find any trace of you around here.
Alright.
I'll leave my things in the boat until I find somewhere to camp.
Okay, that's fair. I want to have this.
I know it's just resonance, but I do love listening to the sea in them.
But I want it. I can't have it. I can just click it. Okay. Can't have that one. So we have some sort of
So somebody was on this island recently.
tent, is what I was going to say. We have some sort of tent. Thank you, lady, for finishing my sentence.
Well, that's a vivo. A flute that the Polynesians play with their nose. I won't be playing that.
I would have a hard time playing that, considering my nose only works like half the time.
A miniature
Oop. Let's listen to that again.
A miniature va'a, a Polynesian outrigger canoe. Beautifully crafted, too.
'Tis lovely. Alright. Now, unfortunately, this is not like the games I've been playing recently, where I would put all of those things in my pocket. I must leave them where they lie. Alright, well, can't touch that. Alright, we're gonna touch this instead.
A note written in French. I only understand 2 words. Île and mort. Island and death.
Fair. Well, I will not be able to translate that, but I'm sure it is important information. Don't die here, probably.
It must be a warning about the dangers of the island.
Then take the blade.
This machete is completely worn down.
Oh.
The blade is
Right.
dull.
I mean, the blade might be dull, but it still might be useful. You should probably take that. And never mind the blood that's on that. Unless that's rust. In which case, it's probably fine. Okay. So we have a cave. We have a fenced off area. Let's go look at it anyway. And then we have a path yonder.
Looks like it opens from the other side.
Right. I guess we're not going that way. Alright, do we go to the cave, or do we go to the thing? You want to try to translate the letter? Okie dokie. Let's go do that. There's like a whole like languages and stuff up there. I'll go there in a sec. We want to go in the cave, or do we want to go down the forest path? Alright, there's your language. Okay. According to Google, to anyone who reads these words, we have desecrated this island so as not to find then death. Do not go further. Not a perfect translation, but we get the gist of it. Thank you, Google. I appreciate. And thank you, Kinder. We have desecrated this island. Alright, I cannot...
This machete is completely
Cannot
worn
have.
down.
Okay.
The blade is dull.
Alright, so we are going to check...
I feel quite good. I dare say I might even walk a little faster than usual.
We've got a sprint! Huzzah! Okay. Oh.
Those markings seem to represent the sea. I'll make a note of them in my journal. It might come in handy.
Might come in handy indeed. And journal. Notes. C. Alright, fair enough. We're gonna start learning languages. So, jungle path it is then. We do not get to mark on the, oh, we do get to remark on these.
Mother of
Yeah,
pearl.
never mind.
Quite valuable for the Polynesians.
I thought we weren't going to remark on that, but apparently there's a little eye icon I didn't even notice. That's going to be a challenge if I don't actually see that eye icon. Hang on, do we have another accessibility? No. We've got the option for crosshair on and off, but we don't have the option to make it bigger. That's unfortunate. Is everything looking good? Twitch is reporting crap bitrate. No, Twitch is reporting good bitrate. It's just in red for some reason. Alright, that's fair. Okay. These are pretty. Lovely. Alright, what have we here?
These wooden figures are called unu. This seems to be telling a story.
And would you care to translate said story? No? Okay. Well, screenshot for posterity and hope it comes into handy later. And these are just pretty. A little bit ominous, but pretty nonetheless. We have another unu. Okay. So the first one was 4 little dude figures standing over a mountain, or I don't know if that was like the first scene was or 8 dudes and then a mountain. This one appears to be little dudes with a fence and sea monster of some variety. And then 4 dudes with flowers and a sea monster. Probably will make sense at some point.
A bone fish hook.
A bonefish hook indeed. Well, that looks kind of terrifying, actually. Nothing to be done here. Alright. Ah.
It may look peaceful, but clearly somebody wants to keep outsiders off this island.
I see. We have more Unu up ahead.
What a lovely flower offering.
Lovely indeed. Can I have one? No, I cannot. Alright. So, that looks very much like an offering of a person to the sea monster. Lots of stabbing and or defending of person. Boat, mountain, island thing. Again, not entirely sure how I'm translating these. Boat to island of peoples. People with weapon on boat to island. Lots of people arrowing lots of little people. And some sort of sea monster thing. I feel like I'm not doing a good service to translating these messages, but it's okay. Alright, what have we here? We have CW. Oh.
A carving tool.
A carving tool indeed. This is the more important one.
Box. CW. Those are the initials on the brass key. It opens it. So whoever sent me this key was here.
Ah. There is a something. It looks like a stamp, but there's a something under that flower next to this flower.
This is starting to look like a scavenger hunt.
Indeed. Well, let's go scavenge that hunt. Because that just happens to be right back here. Aha.
Well, look what's hidden here.
It's a thing. It's a thing indeed. It's a plug. Plug with a symbol on it. I'm going to take a wild stab and say that goes right on top of this thing.
From what I've read, the Polynesians don't need doors. So why build such a big one?
Indeed. I'm going to pull it anyway.
Well, that did something.
Indeed. It didn't do the other something.
It works.
Indeed, Demos. Did you not see the vote that went the not cyberpunk direction? We're doing the Lovecraftian love story.
This may be the first time I trespass a private property. My childhood in Newburyport wasn't exactly the most thrilling thing.
Oh. Well, that looks like those might be bodies. But we'll look at that later. What's over here? It's a camp. Yep. Okay.
Is that Harry? Harry, you were here. You were here and I found you, damn it. Where are you now? Where is everybody? Where did you and all your crew go? Lady Shannon? That name sounds familiar. I'd better check my journal.
Alright. So, Port de Pepite. Pepite. I'm going to call it Pepite. I'm sure there's a proper pronunciation for that. But, yeah. Lady Shannon is the boat that the husband was on. I already read through all that, so we already know these things. 6 people, fragile instruments, several boxes with equipment, weapons, and explosives, supplies for 3 weeks. Port de Pepite. Port de Pepite. Okay, so let's check the journal, like she says. We did the key, we got the thing, we did the stuff. Alright, so let's read the journal and catch up. Hey Gizmo, you can't have my coffee. No, you can't have my coffee, stop it. Stop it. Alright, so 3 days of begging convinced Captain Hodgson to bring her to the island. November 6th, which is apparently today, I arrived on the mysterious island 74 miles east of Tahiti. The fisherman will be back to pick me up again in 3 days. I hope that's enough time to find my dear... I hope it's enough time to find you, dear old pal. Which is an odd thing to call her husband, but you know, whatever. That's strange. Polynesians don't use doors, much less mechanisms to protect a door. If I want to reach the inner island, I've got to open it. Norah, dear, this is no ordinary island. I needed the key I received in this mysterious package to enter the island. What does this mean? Harry was on this island, and I hope he's still here. I found a photo with the expedition members, and I think I vaguely recognize some of them from the letters he sent me. But where did they go? Did they end up set up camp somewhere? Indeed. I got stop hitting escape. Escape doesn't do anything. However, save game. Alright, we have a new puzzle ahead of us. I can see it. I can see it from here.
A mechanical bridge? That doesn't fit in with Polynesian traditions either.
It indeed does not, lady. Alright.
This reminds me of those slot machines that Harry and I saw at the Atlantic City Pier. But a Polynesian version.
Okay. Ah. Right. Well, I don't know the code. Nor have I... Have I seen hints of the code? Oh, I don't need that button. Where's my screenshots button? Because I don't want to have to walk back. Where's my screenshots button? Screenshots? Screenshots! There we are. Okay. No. All those Unu at the start as we walked in do not appear to have the same symbols. The only symbol that matches is this one, the water symbol, because that is, I don't know, that one. But I don't know the rest of the symbols, and I haven't seen anything that resembles a code or a cue or a hint. So we're going this way.
It's been years since I took such a long walk. This fresh air is doing me wonders.
It's not the fresh air, lady, I suspect. I suspect it might be the call of the sea. Oh. Where does this go?
I can feel the air is denser here in this mangrove swamp.
Lovely. They're pretty. Alright, what are you? What are you?
Rays of sunlight shining through. Another symbol.
I mean, I could have guessed that from that, but you know, it's fine. Another symbol. We got another symbol. And the note, sun, indeed.
Now that I've crossed half the world, I wouldn't mind crossing the other half. But I have to do it with you, old pal.
Oh, we have another symbol.
This sort of pond is a Polynesian fishing technique. There's another symbol inside it.
I'm assuming that is the symbol for fish. Fish. Yes. Fish.
A bonefish
Fish.
hook.
I wonder how many times we're going to see a bone fish hook. Alright, let us carry on. We are looking for symbols, because I'm assuming we are going to eventually get enough to solve the puzzle of the bridge. There's so many symbols out here. Like, all of them.
My, this is so beautiful.
It is. It is, actually.
What were these birds called?
Bird.
Lorikeets. Cole's lorikeets.
Bird. They were called bird. Alright, symbols. Give me your symbols. We have so many symbols here. And none of them I seem to be able to interact with. Bird. Bird.
Polynesian chieftains make their head ornaments with lorikeet feathers. What a lovely souvenir.
And yet, I can't have it. Oh.
There are lorikeet feathers scattered around this unu. I'll draw the symbol in my journal.
Bird. 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 See? Bird. Hello, bird. How are you? Oh, goodbye. Ah, okay, so this is the door that opened from the other side.
A shortcut. That's convenient.
'Tis convenient indeed. I wasn't aware that we were going to have, like, open world pathing shortcuts. Nice. Bird. Can I swim? I cannot swim. Can I wade? I can wade. This is good. Can I up? I can up. Wonderful. Not entirely sure that does me any good, but what a lovely view. Bird. Okay, so I have 4 symbols. This is a good start. I wonder if we're getting them in order? Like, is the water symbol first, and then sun, and then fish, and then bird? Or are we writing them in the book in order? I do not know. Also, we have 4 symbols out of 6. So we need to go find more symbols. Alright, so we're not going to find something that way. We already went that way. We're going to go back this way.
Harry said that he would go to the end of the world to find a cure. And by the looks of it, he wasn't lying. We promised we'd never lie to each other from the moment we started dating, no matter how harsh the truth.
Interesting that we're getting new dialogue as we come back through here. Is that new dialogue, or is my memory just that bad? It's entirely possible. But yeah, either way, seems kind of weird. Okay, so we, again, oh, there's 5 symbols. There's 5 symbols on the thing. So are we still missing one? I think we might be. So there was a path I didn't take this way. No. You.
What a beautiful mountainous landscape.
Mountain symbol. Okay, so we have 5 symbols. Let's go this way. No, that's the fishing. So that's just a loop back around. Got it. Alright, so we have 5 symbols. Let's see if putting them in the order that they're written in the book will help. So we've got mountain, sun, fish, water, bird. Hello, Sparkle. Mountain, sun. Fish, water, bird. Dang. No. I didn't bird correctly. I didn't bird correctly. Bird. Mountain, sun, fish, water, bird. Mountain, sun, fish, water, bird. 'Tis not working. I don't think putting them in the order I found them is going to help because the path was kind of roundabout, so... It's good so far. It's very pretty, very atmospheric, very soothing so far. It's a nice walk through a tropical paradise. And this one supposedly promises not to be spooky. This one promises to be a Lovecraftian love story. So we might just be enjoying Lovecraft for the sake of enjoying Lovecraft here. Alright, so am I supposed to have a clue as to what order these go in? Let's take a peek at one of them. Hello, Midnight, welcome. So let's see, we've got 4 notches on the top here. Let's see if that means anything. Ah, okay, so there's 4 notches, but there's going to be one cut out for what order they're in. I see. Cool. I wasn't paying that much attention when I was looking at these. So we're going to have to go find them again. Okay, so fish is number 5. Did I take a picture of the water? I did not. Well, I did take a picture of the water. The water is number 4. So water fish at the end. I took a picture of water. Sun is number 1. Took a picture of sun. So sun. Something, something, water, fish. Sun, something, something, water, fish. And then we've got the mountain here, so that should let us infer what the bird is going to be. So it's going to be sun, bird, mountain, water, fish. Sun, bird, mountain, water, fish. Sun, bird, mountain, water, fish. Sun, bird, mountain, water, fish.
Well, I guess I hit the jackpot.
Hooray!
That's my ticket across the river then.
I do hope those aren't bodies hanging from there. Those very much look like bodies hanging from there. It's probably fine. It's probably nothing. But I'm glad you guys had fun beating each other up.
Steady now.
Ominous carvings deep in the woods. Lovely pretty lights. And fade to black, we did.
How long have I been walking? I've lost track of the time.
Chapter 2, The Everheart Expedition. I believe I looked this game up, and it's supposed to be like
Wow,
12
what is this
hours.
place?
So, even though I just completed the prelude and the chapter 1, I do believe we still have plenty more time, hopefully. because this is
I'd
delightful.
better have a look around this abandoned village. Harry's crew might have stayed here.
Hi. No. Hi. Come here. Hi. Kitty. Kitty. Oh, that face. Gila. Hi. Gila. Hi. Alright, so we have a big old stone something there, with carvings around some of the waterfalls. Carvings up there. We have a big old obelisk up in the distance there. I like that it's kind of almost like a watercolor painting in the background. You got all your lovely modeled and painted 3D assets here, but the background looks kind of watercolor-ish. And then you've got the stone basalt columns that are always used as interesting set pieces because they're neat looking. Hello, Gila. Hello, Kitty. I would very much love if you would just chill in my lap and stop being so antsy. Stop being so antsy, boy. He don't want to chill. He doesn't want to chill. Gila, be chill. Be chill, kid. Oh, that looks like that might be important.
They're composed of 4 pieces.
I had to click it and found out that it is indeed important. We're taking screenshots. Screenshots help me from having to wander back and forth between things. Ah.
I've never
Stuff.
cared much for games of chance.
Agreed. Dice hate everyone.
This fella sounds pretty hot-headed.
Yes. Cats do not chill. He is currently being antsy by chewing on a random piece of plastic behind me. I'm sure if that doesn't get my attention, he will switch to flipping a piece of cardboard on the floor. July 14th, 1934. I came to this godforsaken island for just a few days, and it's been almost 2 weeks already of doing nothing. Is this rich jerk going to open that hatch anytime soon? I'm not going to wait for Mr. Know-It-All again like I did with the elevator. He'd better let me handle this situation. We brought dynamite for a reason. Alright then.
Blowing an ancient hatch with dynamite sounds like a fool's errand to me.
Explosives here. Safe distance, detonator. 10 feet of safe distance for dynamite? I don't think you understand dynamite, sir. But alright.
Ooh, looks like someone didn't like you very much, Harry.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm so clever. Blah, blah, blah. I gotta stop hitting the wrong buttons. Damn it. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Oh.
They were packing a lot of heat when they came to this island, but they took all the guns with them.
I see.
Very neat.
Very neat. Ah.
Quite a looker. A fashion model, maybe.
To Roy, the best stuntman in Hollywood. Oh, not a fashion model, an actress.
Looks like this fellow was a real heartbreaker.
Indeed. I'm assuming those are all 3 different ladies based on the hairstyle. These 2 look very much the same. This one, not so sure. But apparently he was a heartbreaker, so that's where I'm assuming they're all different ladies.
His real name was Costas?
Costas Apostolou. Apostolou. Yes. Alright. And he was part of the State Department. Alright. Alright.
Who worries this much about their appearance in a place like this?
Costas. Costas does. Well, we have no reflection. We do not get to see who he is. That's fair, I suppose. Alright, so this was Costas's tent.
I'm not sure what to expect on this island, but I hope I won't regret not having a gun.
Indeed. Alright, I think we're done with Costas's tent. Look at these guys. Look at the little fishy faces.
A tiki, like something straight out of an adventure novel.
Tiki tiki.
The Everhard expedition. They set up camp here.
Lots of boxes. Lots of boxes.
Could these tikis be some sort of guardians?
Perhaps. We got 3 of them, possibly a 4th one somewhere in here. All right.
Looks like some of the crew members didn't get along too well. A forbidden ritual?
My ability to read cursive is hit or miss sometimes, so let's just do this. He's warning us about those ruins. He says that some sort of forbidden ritual took place here. All right.
Fascinating.
These ancient geometric stone structures are not Polynesian. What purpose did they serve?
Polynesian man covered in tattoos. I'm not sure if he looks angry or scared.
Looks very angry to me.
Well? What well?
He doesn't want to be near the ruins. Why is he afraid of that well?
So now you believe in magic, old pal?
He gave one of these amulets to each of us. Only Harry kept his. Okay. Interesting. Well, we have a recording.
Let me record it. So, you said you've been on this island before.
Yes. Some years ago. I made a rookie mistake. I did it from my fishing route to go to what looked like a better spot. Less than an hour had gone. By when suddenly, my va'a, my canoe overturned. And I got this lovely souvenir from that mistake.
Heavens, what gave you that scar?
It's not a what, but a who. I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it. But it seemed like a sea creature I never seen. Anyway, I was lucky enough to reach that Whitesand beach. The one where we landed on the island. A man came 3 days later and got me out of there. He brought me to the port of Papeete without speaking a single word. Time passed, and I promised myself that I would go on with my life and forget about this damn island.
Why did you agree to return to the island then?
I need to know what happened to me, to discover the truth. I don't know if you get me.
Absolutely.
Alright, a little heavy on the accent, but that's okay. We had subtitles. So, Papeete was the pronunciation I believe he used for the island. I'm still not going to say it correctly, but, you know. Alright. So that's the 3 tents, or huts, I guess. Let's go look at this thing. This thing is probably going to be something. So this is the ancient geometry.
This enormous stone slab looks like a mechanism to get up to the outcrop. Is something missing here?
Alright, I kind of figured we wouldn't be able to use that just yet. Okie dokie. So we have 3 tikis so far. There may be another one. Oh, yep, here we are. Here's another tent this away.
Oh, damn it. Someone on the expedition died.
Ah, I see. She saw that before I did. Alright, another tiki.
What a delicate piece of craftsmanship.
Lovely.
He seems confused, as if he was having a hard time writing this down.
Yeah, definitely gonna click on this. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the medical tent up on the flat outcrop. After what happened, I'd better find out more about the well, Dr. DeWitt. After the explosion, yes. After the explosion, what happened? I'd better find out more about the well. I gotta. Okay, right click to cancel out of notes. Stop hitting escape to get out of the journal because that doesn't work. I gotta retrain myself. Roy Granger.
I never thought that this expedition would cause anybody's death. I'm sure Harry never thought so either. If he'd known this was going to happen, he'd never have come here.
Not sure.
A farewell message from a friend.
I guess we'll have to finish our game in the afterlife. Rest in peace, Pally. Alright. American Dynamite.
Did they use all the dynamite? Explosives. Looks dangerous.
All of the dynamite is dead. Dead and gone. Used. Exploded. And apparently, killed a guy. Okay, so now we have 4
I
tikis.
hadn't been close to a grave since my mother's burial. Shortly after she died, my lovely Dalmatian spots, as Harry used to call them, appeared. I thought it was nothing at first.
So we are getting new dialogue after going to a place and coming back the way we came. That has happened twice now. Good to know. Alright, this is lovely. This is very lovely. Gila, what's up your butt? Chill.
Look at this little fellow.
He's adorable.
An amulet with a carved Marquesian cross. The symbol represents balance and protection.
Ah, okay, so that's the same symbol that was on the knobs that went on the door controls. So it's a symbol for protection. Good to know. And that's all we're going to be able to touch there.
Why is this hammock so far from the rest of the campsite?
That's a good question. Good question indeed. Oh, look at that little dragonfly. Hey, little guy. What you doing? Bye. Oh, no, just chilling, just hanging out. Hey, bud. Alright, you go have a good day.
The river cuts through that canyon. It doesn't look safe to cross.
But it does look pretty. Alright, so there's one more path to take. That way. Alright then.
Oh, I must have found the luxury huts. Pretty swanky.
I don't see how they are any different from the other huts, but they are up in a better position, so I guess that could be swanky. Ah, they get 2 huts built together. That's pretty swanky.
Look at him. Giddy as a schoolboy. Icor?
Ichor? Black Ichor / ooze. Alright. I like how that's her only statement. Ichor? Ah, puzzles. Alright, hang on.
It's been ripped out of something else.
Has it now? Ah, I see. I see. We'll do puzzle in a sec. Hang on. Ooh.
The parts of the tiki on this column seem movable.
Ah. We'll leave that until I figure out what my goal is. We have all of these friendly fellas, but I don't know which ones I'm supposed to be doing for what. I could try to replicate each one of them on here, but that seems kind of silly. Hello, Trix.
What mess did you get into, Harry?
Mr. Everhart, we deeply regret your refusal to accept our funding for your expedition. We have always had an excellent relationship with your family, and we really consider this venture a unique and profitable opportunity for both parties. We wish you the best of luck on your journey. You surely are going to need it. Yours sincerely, Caleb Bowen, the Starry Wisdom Society. Alright then.
That Frank seems to feel guilty for whatever happened. I feel really bad for him.
Mr. Everhart, I still don't understand what happened. Roy knew just as well as you and me that the black ooze was highly volatile. I should have never believed him when he said he had your permission. It won't happen again, Frank. I see. Black ooze. Volatile. Up?
More drawings.
Up? Question mark? Object here?
Interesting.
Question mark?
Considering how poorly Harry draws, this isn't half bad.
Alright. I mean, we knew that the stone platform is going to go up after we put something in it. That's clear. But this is a nice map. Covers where we're going. Alright. Good. Okay.
You put together quite an expedition, Harry. And all just for little old me.
Ooh, fancy. Even more fancy.
Where did you get this strange device, Harry?
Tillinghast spectacles, lens aligner. Oh, fancy. Fancy. Yeah, I got nothing. We'll wait.
I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works, or what to do with it.
Yeah, what she said. I got nothing. Okay.
The Harry Everhart I know would never have given up on this. Something must have happened that kept him from solving it.
This is so frustrating. I know I'm close, but I can't find the right combination. Alright. Dots. More dots. Other dots. Okay. I'm sure this is important somehow.
Black ooze. In a telescope?
Interesting.
Other planes of existence. That's bats.
Or bats. Okay. Tillinghast spectacles, lens aligner, an unsurpassed technological device from every point of view. After a specific alignment, this device concentrates the resonance wave spectrum in an optical impression. Observing the lens will affect the subject's pineal gland, allowing them to gaze into other planes of reality outside the spectrum we consider our dimension. Type B machine. Special features. Adjustable outside revolving shutter, chain take-up, extra large house with square condenser boulder, double magazine rollers, heavy brass terminals on connecting cords, heavy extension logs, 4 of which are 11-1 inches in diameter. Very substantial stand. Price with telescope, $225. Price without telescope, $175. Property of Crawford Tillinghast. All rights reserved. Alright then. Neat. Oh. Well, I was kind of hoping that I'd get in the way of that, but that's okay. So we have a whole bunch of notes scattered on the ground that I can't read. You.
My dear old pal, I know you won't ever read this letter, but I'm accustomed to writing you, and it comforts me in this strange place. This island is riddled with secrets. So many secrets. But I'm not only talking about mechanisms and contraptions, Norah. I dare say that something on the island clouds one's judgment. Otherwise, I don't have an explanation for Roy's actions. The man was arrogant, impulsive, and a little cocky, but he was no fool. We weren't friends by any means, but he didn't deserve what happened to him. Nobody deserves that. We may have made some progress in finding the cure for your illness, but at what price? I miss you so much, Norah. Harry.
He may not say it explicitly, but Harry blames himself for Roy's death. I know him too well. And I miss you too, Harry.
Indeed. Indeed. Oh.
Something's missing here.
So lens.
Jeepers, a stranded ship.
Jeepers. Alright, so we can currently see a stranded ship, but if we put the dimension-altering lens on there, then we might be able to see something else entirely.
This explains why the campsite is nearly abandoned.
Tell the others to pack up as fast as they can. We have to get to the Black Sand Beach. Something happened to the ship. Bring only what's indispensable. Ah. Something happened to the ship.
Jeepers, a stranded ship.
The Jeepers ship. I see. Alright. So, do I know what to do with this thing? I think the answer to that is not so much. So if we're going to have to read that in a minute. Oh, we'll read it right now. We're here. Let's read it right now. I hope he's still here. Photo that they set up camp somewhere. I figured out the symbols that were needed to open the bridge. The sun, birds, a mountain, the sea, and fish. Now it's time to cross the bridge and venture deep into the island. The path through the jungle led to an abandoned campsite set up in the mountains of the remains of an old village. Could this be where Harry's expedition stopped? Harry had to intervene in an argument between the islander and a member of his crew. The Polynesian man seems to be afraid of the rituals that took place in those ruins. Roy, I'm assuming Granger, because I don't remember what his last name is, and I can't read that because I'm dumb. A member of Harry's expedition has died. Granger, yes, G, right. I'm terrible with cursive, by the way. I barely passed that in like 3rd grade and I never got better. There was a plan behind Harry's back to blow up the ancient door with dynamite. Looking through the telescope, I saw a ship stranded on the Black Beach on the other side of the island. That must be the Lady Shannon, the ship that took the expedition here. Indeed. Now, this thing. So according to the dot notes that are under my face, if we did something like dot and then dot, this would supposedly not do it because that one's crossed off on his list. So I think we need more information to figure out what dots we're working with. Because I don't think. Oh,
I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works, or what to do with it.
the meter just went up. Unless... okay, so the meter just represents the quantity of dots that are on here, and I think that that's like as much as we can do. So that's not going to be helpful.
I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works, or what to do with it.
So 3 big dots didn't work, little dot, big dot didn't work, little dot up here didn't work. So there's probably a bunch of combinations, and we need to probably find some sort of clue as to what combination might actually work. So let's try to solve this
I've seen
puzzle.
Harry keep even restaurant checks for bookkeeping. He would never tear up a piece of valuable information.
Indeed. So we're going to have to untear the piece of valuable information. Oh, wow. Okay, the sensitivity on solving this portion is a little bit high. sensitivity. Crazy.
Got it.
There we go. They seem to represent sea creatures. Family symbols? The order of the symbols is important. What is the connection with each tiki? Okay. Okay, so we have turtle, shark, looks like a ray, and then an octopus. Alright. And then notes, we have this thing. Okay. Okay. What is the connection with each tiki is a solid question. Right. I mean, these look tentacly right down here. But beyond that, I'm not going to recognize the eyes or anything like that. But let's go look at each tiki and see what hints we can get from each one.
Harry hated asking his parents for money to fund this expedition. The Everharts are a wealthy Boston family, quite old-fashioned. They were never really pleased with his eldest marrying a middle-class girl. That's why he wanted to get away from them as soon as he could, just like his siblings did after him.
Indeed. So how y'all liking the game so far? Blow it up, ask questions later. See, Tony, that's what got this expedition in the problem in the first place. We even have a grave from an exploded man to prove it. It's right there. He died. Horribly. Explosively. Do you want to be like Roy, Tony? Do you want to be dead like Roy? Okay, so I saw a thing while I was coming over here. That little 3-pole.
Something's missing here.
Exactly. Something's missing here. So this tiki... okay, so let's go back to where I saw the thing. That.
It's broken, but I might as well draw what I can see of it in my journal.
Right. So this is the ray that represents this tiki. This guy. That's gonna be difficult to pair up. This guy, Ray. We shall call you Ray. This guy.
It's some sort of Polynesian coat of arms. Is that an octopus?
This guy with the tentacle arms. He is indeed the octopus. That makes sense.
Something's missing inside that emblem.
Missing entirely. Wonderful. Okay. Where would I go about finding that? Because this one's missing the emblem entirely. And the one where Roy is dead was missing the whole slab. So we're missing 2. So we have identified the ray, which is Ray, and we have identified the octopus, which is here. It looks like they might be going in the right order, because these legs and arms here look kind of turtly. So then this one would be shark. So maybe we've got our answer. Because those do indeed look like fins, so that and the teeth, it does look very shark-like. So maybe that is the answer. So let's go try that and see if that does anything. Okay, so this is our thing. We need turtle first, so we need the 3 pointy hat thing. 3 pointy hat thing. And then we need shark, so we need the eyes with the pointy nose. Eyes with pointy nose. And then we need the ray, so we need the wild mouth, which is already there. And then we need the octopus arms.
A secret compartment.
Sneaky. You haven't taught me how to crouch, game. Game? It's a click to crouch. Got it. Understood. Alright. Ooh. Fancy.
Impressive work. Is that a fish pattern?
Oh, I just ran out of my coffee. It was Saigon milk coffee, and it was delicious. Uh-oh. The other button has been pushed.
Impressive work. Is that a fish pattern?
All of the buttons have been pushed. Okie dokie. Well then, fine. We're saving. And then I'm going to get some drinkies. I have returned. Gizmo made me pat his butt while he ate a little bit. And cheers, Sparkle. Okay. So, fish pattern.
This appears to be the shrine of a Polynesian chieftain.
Indeed. Oh. That guy.
Wow, really old photo. The island is wearing a lot of tribal ornaments, but none of them seem Polynesian.
Alright. I almost didn't see that back there. And then this
What
thing.
kind of stone is this? I've never seen any substance quite like it.
It is kind of
Jeez.
shiny.
Disturbing.
It is kind of shiny. Yoink. Dad's gonna think your friends are awful. And rightfully so, because they abandoned you. Okie dokie. So we figured out the puzzle. They're making Nanaimo bars. I keep hearing of them, but I don't think I've ever had one. I think I've had something similar. I think we have a similar thing here, but I don't ever remember what they're called. Alright, so we're gonna go put the thing in the other thing and make the thing go up and see what's up. But
How is that possible? What fascinating technology.
button go up.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my!
Oh my, indeed. And up we go.
Oh my goodness, what happened here?
Explosions. I thought we covered that. Well, they're pretty though. Explosions. Alright, let's check the tent first. That is a bloody tent.
A
Or
medical bed soaked in blood.
bloody cot. There we go.
That black ooze again.
That imbecile Roy blew the hatch to smithereens and blew himself up with it. Don't worry, Doc. I have Mr. Everhart's okay, and this is just a controlled detonation. Ha! 3 feet closer and I wouldn't be here to tell the story. I got splashed with that black ooze and took me to the whole damn evening to clean it off. God, I'm bad at cursive. I'm just gonna stop trying.
Skin alterations. Like the ones on my hands.
Skin alterations appeared on my left hand today, similar to angiomas. Allergic eczema? Cyanosis? Let's hope not. I took some samples of my blood to analyze. Asked for a photo of Everhart's wife's hand. So we are related to the black ooze. The spots on my skin are moving. I can feel them. I can feel them. Is there someone in the well? Yeah, the well. Okay. I can hear voices at night. What? In fact, I could swear they're calling my name. And who's playing that music? Dots. We have dots. We have dots. Dots is important. Alright. Oh, right. Is there a backside? No. Oh, we have more dots. Great.
He's losing his mind.
Slap, Genji, slap. Slap, Genji, slap. Tricks putting ideas in heads. Stop playing that music. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. I like it very much. Alright, so we have more potential dots. I'm not entirely sure which dots are the important dots, but dots. These look like they might be the most important dots because they're the most clear. These ones are, I mean, there's two of them. It doesn't look like that would be easy to figure out where it would go in the order of things, but we'll see if we get more clues.
Cripes! This man was splashed with that black liquid.
Indeed.
Whoever took this picture must have a really cool head. Those spots look all too familiar.
Yeah.
Is this a picture of my hand?
It does appear to be that way, yes.
Erythrocytes. Aren't those red blood cells?
Alright. We've got numbers and things. I'm assuming someone with knowledge would understand what those mean. Okay. So we have this. This is important.
Ugh, I can't stand the smell of medical equipment. It reminds me of my illness.
Alright. Ah. Dots. We got more dots. Lovely. Yep, we have big old explosion pattern here. Wonderful. We have what appears to be splash of black ooze.
I'd better not touch it. And given what happened, they shouldn't have either.
Yep, that's fair. We got big old slabs of the stone that was probably covering the thing. Lots of burned, exploded boxes.
Is this stone structure a hatch of some sort?
Alright, oh. We have multiple eye symbols with dots on them. Well, let's go down and investigate that, because I'm hoping to find the right answer,
Well
rather
then,
than just guessing endlessly.
I'm going down. Come on, Norah. Deep breath.
You can do it, lady. You can do it. I believe in you. You're a strong, independent woman who don't need no man.
Is somebody whispering? Hello? Is anyone down here? This eye, is it calling to me? I feel disoriented down here.
That was the thing.
Do they have two pupils? Were these eyes related to the ritual? I almost feel as if they're watching me.
Cool. Oh, hi.
Another eye. I hear whispering.
Okay, cool. Yep. Uh-huh.
Are these ornamental? Or something else? Were these eyes related to the ritual?
So we've got two.
Do they have two pupils?
We have two of them that are oozing and were whispering to me. Oh. Another one.
I hear it. I'd better draw it just in case.
Great. Uh-huh. Love it. Cool.
The whispering, it stopped. Was I imagining all that?
All right. Eyeballs. We have eyeball pictures. Check. All right, so we're writing down the resolutions to the problems as well, which is great. Okay. Let's see. Lady Shannon. Harry managed to solve the tiki puzzle and opened a secret compartment inside the chieftain's hut. That's where he kept his ritual garments in a strange stone block. Touching it made me feel uneasy. I used the stone block from the secret compartment to activate some sort of ancient elevator. This gunk that many of the crew members referred to as the black ooze seems to gurgle in the cracks in the stone. I found a shocking scene atop the cliff. An explosion tore open the ancient stone hatch, burning most of the rocky outcrop around it. Is this what killed Roy? I climbed down into the well that Harry's crew blew open. A series of strange eyes were depicted on the walls. They were calling me, guiding me. Am I losing my mind? The crew's doctor was splattered with black ooze during the explosion that killed Roy. He developed marks on his arms like mine and started acting strangely. So we have eyeballs. We have eyeballs. So these are... We're probably going to have to make all of these, which is great. We have information to work with, and I know how to do that. So let's check in here. Oh, fancy. Real fancy.
You were close to something here, Harry. Let me see if I can solve it.
Rituals, other realities. Forgotten civilization, not Polynesian. Black ooze used to replicate ritual. Check Tillinghast pamphlet.
This looks like another job by Handyman Harry.
Mm-hmm. Replicate ritual. Eyeball lens. Eyeball lens. Modify Tillinghast's invention.
Maybe he heard the whispers
Right.
too.
I forgot she's got to say something first. Mr. Everhart, the doctor's been acting like an oddball ever since he was splashed with the black ooze, and he's got worse after moving to the top of the cliff. Keep an eye on him. Frank. Wasn't Frank also a dick? I think Frank was a dick. Alright, so we got very, very pretty. Very pretty. More pretty. I just dropped the frowny face bridge.
Well, that was easy.
That was easy. Frowny face bridge.
This should save some time.
Hooray. I was hoping we'd have an easy time. Welcome back, Kinder. You missed creepy whispering eyeballs and visions. Look at this place, though. Isn't that freaking lovely? It's gorgeous. You already see them on a daily basis. Nothing new here. Okay, so now we need to replicate the doodad. Alright, so let's start in the middle. Reset. Alright, so let's start with this one. We'll just start top down. So we need to go down one. Looks like that's down one. It's hard to say for sure if that's down one or two. Actually, that might be down two, because this would be center. Down one would be here, and then down two would be here. So let's go down two. And then we need a big circle. Do we need a really big circle or a medium big circle? Really big circle. Got it. Alright, and then up 1 and over, let's go with 2. Medium circle. That might not be the right spot. It might be over 1. No. It's not little circle. It's gotta be next circle up. Because looking comparatively, this is little circle, medium circle, little circle, big circle. Okay, how do I complete this? How do I complete you? How do I complete thee? No. Okay. That also might not be it. Looks like it might be it. Hard to say. Let's kill this one. And up what? No, it's definitely here. Alright, let's try the next one. The next one is medium circle and then little circle. So that's easy. Medium circle and then little circle. Unless it's here. It's hard to say exactly. But also I don't know how to finish them. How do I finish you? How do I finish you? Telling gas? Tell me. It doesn't tell me. How do I finish you? I don't know how to do the do. I don't know how to do the do. I mean, I might just need to do all of them on one disc. Like, let's try that. So we've done top one, middle one, and then bottom one. Yes, all of them on one disc.
I think I solved it. I wonder what I might be able to see with this lens.
I think I solved it, lady. I'm sorry. Lens. Log. Lens. The murals tell a story of ceremonial ritual involving the black ooze. Were they injecting it into their eyes? I'm not sure, but I think the islanders tried to imitate it. Yeah. Alright.
It fits.
So, previously, there was a stranded ship on a black beach. That is not what is there now.
What on earth? What is happening?
I see. Screenshot, just in case.
My God. What? What was that I saw? What were those stars?
My God, it's full of stars. Harry tried to replicate the well ritual by tweaking its strange optical device, staining the lens with the black ooze. I don't think he ever achieved it, but I have. What I saw through that lens left me speechless. I get the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. Okay. I see. I see. Because now, back in the well, there was a series of things on the floor that we should be able to replicate with the star pattern. She climbs very slowly. She probably climbs as slowly and safely as one should on such a rickety ladder, but my impatience is getting the worst of me. Those, indeed, look like they might not be human, especially with their big bug eyes. Oh. Alright. So. Ooze into the eyes of the kneeling people. And then they see stars. Lovely. Right, so here we are, attempting to solve this puzzle. Cheers, kinder. Okay, so where's my starting point? There's my starting point, star. Yeah, okay. Starting point here. Let's look at it from this angle, because this is the angle that is drawn. So we need there to there to there to there. So let's just start this.
I can press these star-shaped tiles.
That is Uzi. There to there to there to there. And here. And here. And here.
All right, looks like I solved it.
By the power of ooze.
Great Scott! Oh, no. The well is filling up. That's black ooze.
Uh-oh.
No. What's happening? What's happening? I'm feeling faint again.
Something tells me I should not have pushed that button.
What is this? Where am I?
Oh. We're floating.
Am I dreaming again?
We're floating uncontrolled. I cannot touch a thing except for
This is
moving my head.
different. It isn't my recurring dream. I can't stop walking. My legs aren't responding.
Are you sure you even have... Oh. Hello, large thing in the distance.
Holy Moses, what is that creature on the horizon?
Hello, large friend. How are you?
Wait a moment. No!
Oh.
Ah!
And we're down here now.
I can breathe. Underwater.
Nice. And we have the swimmy powers. Oh, he's gone.
have to get back. I have to find... What is that? What kind of creature is this?
Hi. Oh, it's growling. Oh, it be growling. See, something tells me that's not a good idea. But something tells me I don't have much of a choice in the matter. So, we're gonna go say hi to our new large friend.
I need to get a closer look.
Oh. 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 Gasp. We grew webs.
What happened? Oh, how did I get to this speech? Oh, I have a terrible headache.
Chapter 3, The Vanishing of the Lady Shannon. I don't think it vanished. I think it's right here. Now I'm seeing eyeballs on everything. Looks like there's something off in the distance over there.
That ship, torn apart and cast so far up the beach.
Hmm.
What on earth could have happened to it?
Those look like lovely claw marks. Okay, so we have people who probably survived, set up camp or something over there, but let's take a peek inside.
My God, the ship's hull was ripped open. A few jagged rocks couldn't have caused a gash of this size.
So, question I have is, should I be investigating the ship, or should I be investigating everything that happened outside of the ship? Let's look at outside first.
Ropes are frayed, and there are strange marks on the wooden pole. Looks like they took items from the stranded ship.
Oh, and then there's a cave that goes inward. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to do both of the things.
It's too dark to see anything inside the tents. I should find a way to turn these lights on.
Indeed. But first...
Never heard of this Eric Zan fella? A pulp magazine. I love Chandler R. Hogarth stories.
Chandler R. Hogarth. Not a name I am familiar with. I probably should be, but I am not. Oh, that's going to be hard to read. I am not going to read that. That's fine.
A portable typewriter.
Portable typewriter indeed.
Photographic film.
Alright. Fair enough. Ward and Blake News Agency. Cassandra D. Ward.
Oh my.
Robert Soydham, and his wife found dead at high seas. By C.D. Ward. That would be Cassandra. Cults and Rituals, an interview with Inspector John Raymond Legrasse.
believe Harry visited this exposition when he was looking for answers for my illness.
Newburyport Tiara exhibition coming to Boston. Alright. Oh, I didn't look at the other side. Nothing. Okay, fair enough. Alright, 'tis real dark. So let's see if we can find a power source. Let's follow these lines. Although, I feel like I don't know which way I should be going first. Like, should I be investigating this, where the crew set up camp and went? Or should I be shipping first? Where's their power? So these are all light sources. All the lines seem to lead this way. Ooh, fancy. Neat. And there's a part of the shredded hull here. Do we not have power cables? I don't think we have power cables that source here. I think they lead here. I don't see anything that looks like a generator or anything. Alright, let's go to the ship. I feel like investigating the ship might be handy. God, this thing. Thought that was a freaking person standing there for a second.
The expedition only has 5 members now.
Indeed. Okay, let's go inside.
This place gives me the creeps.
Understandable. Well, it also makes me feel kind of crooked.
No trace of the ship's crew, nor their remains.
Buttons.
That is a doornail. This isn't right. Nope, wrong. Damn it. I'll try again.
Nope, wrong one.
This isn't right.
That one. That one. That one. That one.
Old green. Now, what exactly did I turn on?
Turn on something. Maybe that turns on the power outside, perhaps? Hopefully, maybe? It does seem to lead to outside, but before that, let's take a look at the rest of the place.
That voice. Is that Harry? No, just a recording.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call.
What were you looking for in the heart of the island?
I was thinking this expedition had failed, but then I found the stairs that led me to the giant stone organ. It might be another way to get to the very heart of the island. In any case, there's nothing we can do until someone hears our distress call. Let's leave that going.
This is a distress call from the
Frank is certainly a resourceful man.
I've wired up your message to the radio like you asked, Mr. Everhart. Fuck. It'll keep broadcasting as long as the ship's got fuel. God help us.
Even the crew of the ship that brought Harry's expedition to this island were afraid of it.
June 30th, 1934, 8:25 a.m. We delivered the 6 members of the Everhart expedition to the island without incident. We'll come back to pick them up again in 3 weeks, if there's anything left to pick up by then. 2:40 p.m. Left the island after lunch. No incidents. July 1st, the next day. 6 a.m. The area nearby seems adequate for whaling. We might get a good catch.
This is the captain's last entry.
July 14th, 10:25 a.m. Good weather and clear sailing until a surprise undercurrent shook the ship. I haven't seen the sea that rough in years. 17:25. First mate swears he saw a huge sea creature near our hull shortly afterwards. Definitely not a whale. I see.
The ship was whaling not far from here.
Whales. Whales.
Maybe the legend is more real than it seems.
On the island of Ponape, there is a city called Nan-Madol that's composed entirely of large basalt structures. Legend has it the city is built with floating stones moved by black magic. You mean black goo? Black goo magic. Oh. Right. More puzzles to solve.
These knobs must control the vibrations inside this chamber.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I did.
Better write down those numbers in my journal.
I did it. I did the thing. I don't know what I did or why, but I did it.
Black ooze's properties are perplexing.
Black ooze test changes consistency, levitates when exposed to different vibration frequencies. Numbers.
And I was completely covered in that black goo. I wonder what it'll do to me.
Everything on this rotten island has something to do with that damn black ooze, one way or another. The ancient ruins, the ritual well, even Dr. DeWitt's irrational behavior seems to be related to his getting exposed to that awful liquid. Question mark? Yeah, those kind of puzzles do annoy me slightly, but that one was not terrible. Okay, so this place seems to be complete. I have gotten whatever those numbers are for. I am sure they will come in handy later. Log. I lost consciousness inside that well and got covered in black ooze, but I didn't drown. Instead, I had the strangest dream. I mean, it was a dream, wasn't it? Or a vision, maybe? I'm still not sure. I couldn't control my own body. I jumped off a cliff and dived into the sea. November 7th. I woke up in the dead of night on a black beach, but I can't remember how I got here. I've just got fuzzy memories, like a dream. An enormous shipwreck had cast its shadow over the black sand on this beach. It looks like lights are shining through the cracks in its hull. So we go to do the thing. Alright. Anything here? Nope. Can't go that way. Alright, so this is the extent of how much we can explore in here. Alright, so I have pushed the lever, which then seems to direct power this away, which probably powers the camp. So hopefully, I will now be able to
God
see
knows how long I've been covered in this black liquid.
in the camp.
I wonder what it's going to do to me.
Ma'am.
I doubt anything could be worse than my illness.
Exactly. You've already got problems. Let those problems grow. Let them blossom. See what they become. Or, you know, die trying. Whichever. Button.
At last, some light.
Hooray!
That should make things easier.
Okay, so I've looked over there. Kaboom. Let's relook in here. Ah.
So, is this recording?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shouldn't we be listening to something, Frank?
I have assembled and disassembled it twice. So it should be fixed, Mr. Everhart. I don't know. Maybe it was never meant to play music.
Wait. Where have you been this whole time?
Oh my god. He's got a knife.
Get off me, you lunatic! Hold him! Hold him for Christ's sake! Call Norah, quick!
Right. So, DeWitt went nuts. I mean, we kind of already knew that, but he went nuts like stabbing variety of nuts. Pictures, right, pictures.
My God.
Ah,
Look at his contorted face. Is this what's going to happen to me?
you'll be fine. You got no one to stab. It took 4 of us to subdue him. Where did he get that strength?
Those footprints definitely do not look human.
They look like a large seagull or a duck. You've got a very large seagull problem.
This picture is taken from a distance. What is he doing? Floating rocks?
The doctor seems to be whispering to some rocks. Are they floating? Question mark. Alright, so we've already read these things. Oh, I didn't read all of them. I missed one.
Goodness me, what a collection of happy news.
Strange incident in Massachusetts. The Gardner family vanishes from their Arkham farm. Alright then. Then we got those things. We got
A portable typewriter.
a portable typewriter. Okay. So that's that tent. That tent is... Oh, it has a thing.
Someone took notes about some important dates.
June 30th, arrival on the island. July 1st, we set up camp. July 14th, same day. Ray blows up the well's hatch. Also July 14th. Last entry in Lady Shannon's ship log. July 24th, we strike camp and move to the beach. Okay.
Did he take some amulets from the other campsite? Or did he carve some more?
Ooh, good question. Looks like they got quite the spread here, though. They're doing fine for themselves. All right.
The menu is rather limited here.
They were doing fine. Limited menu, but they've got plenty of it.
Hey, this sailor is a dead ringer for my grandpa Isaiah.
Oh, interesting. That's gonna be, I would say, an obscure reference for anyone who doesn't know, but Innsmouth's fisherman, if that is truly the case, means that that might be an Innsmouth man, and that she has Innsmouth blood in her, so that it might explain some of her situation. Fisherman. Alright, I did not finish reading all this. Norma shipwreck cast shadows. The doctor seems to be possessed by something that gave him incredible strength. The rest of the expedition had to subdue him to tie him to a pole. After several days of descending further into madness, the doctor disappeared in the dead of night. His restraints were torn apart, and there were strange footprints in the sand nearby. The ship had several colossal gashes in its side, unusual in shape. It should have sunk into the ocean outright. How did it end up ashore? I thought I heard Harry's voice, but it turned out to be a call for help that he left broadcasting from the ship. I wonder if anyone responded. The ship is completely abandoned. What happened to its crew? The members of the expedition used whatever they could find inside the beach ship to build another campsite on this black lava beach. Harry discovered that the black gunk might have different applications. The ooze reacts to different sound frequencies, and some can even make it float in the air. Did the inhabitants of the island know that too? Fisherman. Fisherman. Did that actually say fisherman? Fisherman. No, you're just interpreting, which is fair, because that's accurate. Button. Light. Got it.
Discarded clothing. It hasn't been worn in a long time. A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained with blood and black ooze.
So that's DeWitt.
A white fedora. It's really dirty.
It's really dirty.
Oh dear. This dock was a certifiable loon.
Yesterday the stones danced with my song. My song. Unintelligible, that would be why I couldn't read it. Everything is tuned in this place. There's a treasure. Good old horrible phobias Lovecraft. He goes by HP for short.
These medical tools are hair-raising.
And possibly hair removing.
I'm glad you stayed by his side, whoever you are.
Frank, I understand what you're saying, but we can't leave Harry here alone. I know you must be thinking I'm only interested in a scoop, but what would you do if it were your wife who was sick? Would you let her die? I'm staying here to the end. So, Cassandra, Carolyn, whatever her name was, she is at least here to help. And I appreciate her for that.
Looks like Frank wanted to leave, but I don't know if Harry ever read this letter.
Miss Ward, our lives are in grave danger on this island. Look what happened to Mr. DeWitt. The man is going completely bananas. I really think we should get off this island as soon as possible. Mr. Everhart was determined to leave until he found that organ thing. Do I have your support to try to convince him? And then, of course, her response is, no, I'm here to help.
These two fellows seem to get along pretty well.
Tia Horora? Tia Horora. I guess that's the name of the Polynesian man who was assisting them. I know I've seen his name once before, but I don't remember where it was referenced. Alright, so now I think we are done with the camp, the outer camp proper. They brought lots of metal sheets from the ship. Nothing in there. Oh. Tide levels measurements. Harry Everhart. We're going to push those buttons in a sec. Hang on. Box. Ah. Puzzles.
These symbols are linked to the piano keys.
Puzzles. Alright, so I'm assuming 1, 2, 3, 4. Problem is I don't know what 5, 6, and 7 would be in these symbols. So hopefully we get some sort of translation on that, or I'll just have to guess.
Wow, look at the size of these stones.
South Pacific Expeditions, megalithic basalt stones. Ah, there's that. Oh, I'm supposed to actually enter the code using the Hertz numbers that I got from earlier to make it do stuff. Cool. I still need to know what those, what these numbers are. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be 5, 6, 7 if we go in order of key location. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. She's not going to comment on this? Okay. That son of a bitch DeWitt stabbed Frank. Luckily, it was just a flesh wound. He's got a good... it's a good thing they held me back, or I would have plugged that feckin' nutcase like a rabid dog that... Jesus, what am I saying?
I've never seen Harry so angry. A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
Maybe. Alright, we'll see over here.
You always did have a good ear, Harry.
I've been studying the structure for the last few days. The tones it emits change constantly with the tides. Okay.
How can someone build something like this out of stone?
A huge stone pipe organ section. See? Basalt structure. Waves push air through carved stone tubes. Neat. Alright. Okay. So let's look at his slideshow. Tide levels measurement. Son of a bitch. I was expecting that to be the button to advance. Down here.
I hope you didn't borrow this slide projector from the University of Denver, old pal.
Borrow. Alright. Uh-huh. 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 Sure. Yup. Uh-huh. All right. Oh. Interesting. So, happy lady does a running dive into the black ooze and comes out a happy monster. I like the little illustrations. They're adorable. Okay. So we have several tide levels. And the dotted notes that they represent. So we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. And then we've got this one, which does an interesting tone. So it goes 1 through 7, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5. Okay. I'm sure those are useful somehow. Uh-huh. Harry found another unknown structure built by previous civilization. He keeps searching for answers, even as they wait for help to arrive. The title, Organ, emits musical tones when water pushes air through its tubes. Alright. Notes, yeah. Okay. So 262. So that would be these two.
kind of doodad is this?
Doodad indeed. So 262. Ah. I see. Well, that answers that. All right, fair enough. All right. So I was not looking for 262 by typing it in. I was looking for which hertz each key represents. So we need number 1, and then number 4, and then number 6. So let's back out of
Well
here.
tuned. I expected no less from you, old pal.
Let's see if we can reset it. No, okay. So we need number 1, number 4, and number 6. Okay. Maybe I don't know the answer to this just yet, because that thingy doesn't seem to be responding. And it doesn't appear to be doing anything else when I push buttons. You.
Captain Hodgson told me that knowing the lunar cycles is useful for better navigation at night. So Harry probably took this calendar from the Lady Shannon.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that will be handy later. Handy enough that we, wrote it down. Okie dokie. So, this is probably important, but I don't know how yet. Let's go explore elsewhere. There's no elsewhere to explore. Oh, right. Friggin' stairs. There's elsewhere to explore. Let's go up the stairs. Ominous.
Sometimes I still doubt whether this isn't just some ghastly dream.
It's a very pretty dream. A little bit terrifying, but pretty. No, I can't go that way. Okay.
It's curious, but it's the first time since I got sick that I feel useful. Harry is depending on me, and not the other way around.
Indeed. You'll save him, lady. Or you'll turn into a fish man trying. Alright, what have we here?
What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
Alright, so I'm assuming that those hexes at the top represent the 3 notes that we're going to have to put in with the hertz. But I don't really see a placement. We got the hole in the center, but that doesn't really look like a placement location. Alright. Yeah, I don't really see... that down startled me for a moment. I don't really see anywhere that we would put those hexes. There's more stairs that way, but I don't have a way to go that way. Unless we are now enough fish lady to swim. Are we enough fish lady to swim? No, we are not. Okay. So, what are we doing with this? I feel like we're doing something, but I'm not entirely sure what the something is yet. I mean, they might be Dagon worshippers. Very possibly. Speaking of which, Dagon is also on my list of games to play. And I'm pretty sure we got a glimpse of Dagon earlier, when we were playing the part of mermaid. All right, so what are we doing exactly? We have this piece here. We have the 3 Hertz numbers here. I have attempted to put them in. 1, 4, 6. But that didn't do anything. Alright, so what if, instead, we attempt to put them in just in order? That was not the correct order. That was not the correct order at all. Alright, off. That was the order, but that did not do anything. I feel like I'm missing a piece of the puzzle somewhere, but I don't know what exactly I'm missing. Am I supposed to know what tide level we're at currently? Because I don't think I got that information. Interesting. I'm definitely missing something, but I'm not sure what. I'm on my own for this game. Great, great, thanks. So we've got what appears to be a diagram up there, saying that we need 3 of the hexes to do something unknown. We've got what appears to be
A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
what she said, and then we've got this puzzle, or this piece of information about the tide. We've got this piece of information. Now, I don't think I've seen this structure. I don't know exactly where this is. Let's see if we can find that. So we've got up here, which doesn't appear to be anything other than a lookout. And this, I can't go in there, that's nothing. So that appears to be a lookout. We've got... Can I go this way? No, I cannot go that way. This is the only other thing that we've really got.
What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though. What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
So I'm assuming that then that this is the structure that he was referring to in the drawing? Like, maybe his drawing is just a replication of this? Because I don't see that located anywhere. There's more stairs that way, but we can't go that way. Is there something else I'm missing in here? I know I'm missing something. I'm missing either a clue on how to use this or something. This is not useful. This is just the key to the keys. This is just a floating hex in a container. This is an angry note. This is the tide levels measurement. And I don't know enough about the current tide levels to know what level we're at currently to even have a hint at that. Let's run outside quick, because they did mention that DeWitt was found staring out into the sea to the floating rocks. So this is where he was tied up over here.
Ropes are frayed, and there are strange marks on the wooden pole. I wonder what else could be seen beyond these shores.
So I see 3 rocks, but I don't see enough of them to really understand what's needed of me here. Is there anything this way? There doesn't appear to be anything this way. And I can't go swimming again. What on earth am I missing?
I'm terrified. I've always been afraid of storms, but something, or someone, seems to be moving there on the reefs. Or is it just my imagination?
I think it might just be your imagination, because I'm not seeing anything. She's definitely doing, like, I'm hearing her say stuff, so she's doing things that are different. I don't see anything moving on the reefs, but I do see those odd stone structures that have what look like glowing eyes. But she's not saying anything more past that. I don't think there's going to be anything else in here, because we already solved the floating rocks puzzle. Or the floating goo puzzle. Oh, is there this direction? Was there this direction the whole time? There's this direction. Son of a bitch! There was this direction.
Improvised workshop.
Alright, fine. Well, at least we now have more stuff to explore.
You made it work, Harry. Now it's my turn.
Good morning, crew. Sorry for the revile this morning. Reveal. Well, whatever. I didn't expect to wake all of you up with those noise from that awful organ. Good news is that the organ revealed the entrance to a temple. Bad news is that the temple is on the mountaintop. So I hope you're in the mood for a good hike. All joking aside, if the temple has the answer I'm looking for, we can finally leave this damn island and go home. Thank you all for sticking with me.
This must be the highest part of the island. And that diamond shape again. How striking. So this is the reason the ship was scavenged.
Frank, if we want to enter the temple on the mountaintop, we'll have to reproduce the effects of the organ somehow. I know we weren't planning on this, but we'll have to build a machine with whatever we can lay our hands on from the Lady Shannon. Do you think we can do that? Frank's response is probably a big old fuck you.
Were you building? What kind of machine? What kind of machine were you building? Blowtorch. Looks like it's been used a lot. Harry isn't usually very chummy, but he really seems to like Frank.
Frank, great idea. We'll move the materials we need to the summit so we can set up camp there. Just another thing. Please stop calling me Mr. Everhart. Call me Harry, as all of my friends do. Okay. Ominous. So let us go up the place.
When I get back home, I'm going to read up on engineering. I've been interested in knowing how things work since I was a child, but I always thought technology wasn't for me. What nonsense.
Indeed. Nonsense. Technology is for everyone. Neat. Fantastic lighting effects in this place. Great sky effects. All of the everything is neat. I like it.
That huge stone door looks like an exit. How does it open?
With black goo magic, I'm sure. Alright, let's go through the thing.
This ornate structure certainly isn't natural, but not man-made either.
How do you know?
This feels ominous.
There's a button. No idea what that did. We're just gonna put that back. Ah. Big glowing pit. Wonderful. Alright, button.
Must be instructions to operate this bizarre structure.
Tuning the organ by opening and closing the right tubes. Okay. Up is open, bottom is closed. Got it. Yeah. Ah, symbols. I see. Symbols. I see. And there's a down. And there's a button. Okay. New full. So I'm gonna put it in that orientation just in case. Okay. So the notes have been filling in the order they're supposed to be in the book. So the order that I was probably supposed to have discovered them, which I did not. So I'm having to go back a couple pages to find all the new notes that are being added. So the newest one is in the lower left there. So enormous shipwreck casts its shadow over the black sand on the beach. A terrible storm is approaching, and out on the reefs the lighting seems to reveal strange figures. Is this a product of my imagination? Dun dun dun. Title organ. Structure is magnificent, but I have no idea how it was built. The sounds are mesmerizing, like something from another world. Harry managed to activate the organ, which revealed something at the top of the mountain. Another temple, maybe? And he intended to build some sort of machine up there. Boop. Alright. So we have more buttons. More buttons. So we have 4 buttons here. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4, plus 1 in the middle. 5. Let's go down the stairs and see what's down there. Now there's also these symbols that I'm not entirely sure I've seen before. They all look like they're the same symbol, though. In different orientations, perhaps? So this one's lower right. This one's also lower right-ish, I think. This one's upside down. This one's lower left. And bottom center. Not sure if that matters, but there does appear to be a difference. Ah, and we got another one here, okay, which does not have a symbol, so maybe those symbols don't matter. Ooh, glowy. Ah.
Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide.
I see. Okay. So the height of the tide is at, let's call it a 1. Height of the tide is currently at a 1, give or take. Unfortunately, she did not take notes of the slideshow, so we might actually have to go back there to get that. Because I think that's going to translate our note buttons. But I'm curious about the 6 notes, because I only have the 3 hertz notes from the thing. Kaboom. I only have these 3 notes here. So I don't know exactly what that's going to entail. Button. I have pushed the button. Oh, sweet Jesus. Alright. Okay. Alright. 2. Let's open 2. 2 is open. 2 is open. Can I find 1? I don't know if filling the black goo is gonna matter, but let's do it. You are not 1. But we also need to change 5. If I can find 5. Probably should have taken notes of where these were, but it's fine. Open. It looks like open just adds the goo. Like, open equals goo flow. So let's just open them all and see what happens. You. You. And then where's our number 5? Is that the one down here? That is the one down here. Alright, goo flows wide open. Nah. Alright, fair enough. Did something eat that rock? It's a big old chunk bitten out of it. Okay, so we have 1 through 7. We got... This is 6, I believe. 2. 1. 7. 3. 5. So I don't remember seeing 4. Is 4 somewhere? I don't remember seeing 4. 4 might not be relevant, apparently. Huh. Apparently 4 is not going to be relevant. That's fair. Unless this is representing 4. No idea. Not a clue. Alright. Cool. So let's go get a screenshot of the right level. This way. Because I did not screenshot each of those on the slideshow, even though I probably should
I'm
have.
quite scared of storms. When I was a child, I used to cover myself with the sheets to not listen to the noise of thunder. I honestly doubt I'd like to cover myself with anything in here. Time to overcome my fears, I guess.
Indeed. Okie dokie. So, according to the diagram, we are at
I think this is the right one.
1. I didn't have to take a screenshot because she wrote it in her journal. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. Okay. So, I still don't necessarily know how to translate this, which is 3 numbers, into this. So this is just our translation. This is 1 to 6. That's a 6, right? 1 to 5. Sorry, 1 to 5, 2 to 6, 3 to 7, 4 to 1, etc. So it's direct translation. And we need 3 numbers. So we need 1. 1, 4, 6. So that then means that we need 5, 1, 2. 5, 1, 2. Still doesn't appear to do anything. But maybe that means that we need 5, 1, and 2 open, and the rest closed. So let's do that, maybe? So, just to clarify, 1, 4, 6 is these numbers. 1, 4, 6 translates to 5, 1, 2. So this is our 1, so that stays open. 2 stays open. Is that 5 or that's 6. Okay, so that should be 5, 1, and 2 open. No, we have another one. We have 4. How do we close 4? Unless 4 is this. There's got to be a 4 somewhere. I don't know where the 4 is. I'm gonna just flip all of these and see if they happen to be 4. No, that doesn't appear to be it. Where's our 4? Where the hell's our number 4? Let's see a 4 down here.
Those symbols seem to
Yeah.
indicate the height of the tide.
Which we've got. We've got 5. 3. 7. 2. 6. Ah, there's another stairs here that blind to. Okay. I'm just blind. That's fair. Okay, so let's flip this then. Because I think this needs to be in the orientation of... okay, so it either needs to be in the orientation that we have on the map, or I need to know what the hell day it is today. What the hell day is it today? November 7th. So it is November 7th, so it is a new moon. So that's still technically correct, because new moon is at the top. Okay, we should be good. Button.
Holy Mike! What kind of magic is this?
Right. Right. Holy Mike indeed. Alright, well let's walk across the newly created stone platform that is certainly not out to kill us. We have a button. We're pushing the button. Oh, we're going up. Okay. Alright, and we're up here now. Okie dokie. Lovely. Someone else was up here. They left candles in a box.
My dear old pal, I think I'm getting closer to understanding what is happening to you, but it is taking a toll on my sanity. As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem, it's also a place plagued with misfortune and calamities. We lost Roy at the campsite. We almost lost our engineer on this beach. The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife. And all because of this island, Norah. Initially, we were optimistic and in high spirits, but now we've all become resentful and discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me find you a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
Aw, Harry.
Poor Harry. He is worried, exhausted, disheartened. I will find you, my love.
Buttons. We got more buttons. Button.
Let's see what the next one does.
Lovely. Yup. Cool. Ominous giant stone organ music.
That's it. That's where Harry must have gone.
And you're not going to comment on the oddity of what's going on, just Harry, that way. Got it. Harry, that way. Must save Harry.
I'm not sure why, but I don't feel this island is dangerous. Maybe it's because I haven't spent as much time here as Harry did.
Or maybe, just maybe, you find all of this strange occurrences to be somewhat natural to you. Because of whatever's going on in your hands, I guess. So, we're going this way. Yes, this all seems normal. Perfectly normal.
Whew, that was quite a hike.
Well, that's lovely. It's a totally different visual tone. All of a sudden, it's nice and pretty, and we got glowing fireflies everywhere, and nice calming rain, and good lighting, and not ominous green glowing waterfalls of doom with ominous organ music going on. This is lovely. We even have rousing violin music.
I've been seeing these horseshoe-shaped pillars all the way up. Do they mark a path? I'm at the top of the mountain. I can see that giant diamond-shaped thing really close from here.
Indeed. Lovely.
Took me a while to get here, but the views are worth it.
Indeed. It is quite lovely. And then there's man-made technology just splattered up here, ugly in the place up. Let's poke at this thing. Nothing to poke at. Cool. What's this
These
away?
drops of rain are so refreshing. Feels really good.
Yeah.
Are these figures singing like a choir?
Sure. That's one way to interpret that. Or they're screaming at the heavens. Hard to say.
Heavens, looks like a rock slide crushed all the tents. All but one. A torn picture. Maybe the Polynesian guide didn't like people taking pictures of his scar.
Perhaps. That's one way to do that.
The only tent that came out of the rock slide in one piece is the one filled with amulets.
Ah, yes. And they did say earlier that Harry was the only one to accept the amulet from the Polynesian. From Mr. Franklin Drayton Jr. Oh, to Mr. Drayton, yes. Dear Mr. Drayton, we acknowledge receipt of your letter of July 30th enclosing your application for admission to our School of Engineering. I'm sorry to inform you we are not authorized to consider a colored person for admission. I regret that we cannot keep you in this, or cannot help you in this regard. Wow. All right. So Frank is our engineer man that Harry was getting along with, and he unfortunately got turned down from what looks like the University of Missouri. Could also be Mississippi. Hard to say. I can't really read that. He got turned down because of racism.
They didn't accept Frank in the university. They should be ashamed.
They are not going to be ashamed. They are racists.
Oh, dear. Oh, I'm sorry, but art has never been your thing, old pal.
She just laughs at a portrait that he drew of her. Oh, look at buttons. Buttons. I'll push the buttons. Buttons. I gotta push the buttons. Alright, so let's continue reading here. I found another of the letters Harry wrote on the island. I know he's gone through a lot, and it seems to be affecting him deeply. I wonder why I'm not experiencing any of the sensations Harry did. I don't know how to explain it, but my sensation isn't that this island is dangerous. Puzzling, yes. Perplexing, definitely. Maybe even unearthly, but not dangerous. Harry managed to activate the organ, which revealed something at the top of the mountain. Another temple, maybe? And he intended to build some sort of machine up there. I carefully studied the notes the expedition left behind, and I managed to make it work. The organ played a haunting tune, and some pillars of basalt rose up from beneath the sea. What a spectacular sight! What did they use this for? The final notes of the organ moved a gigantic stone structures before my eyes, showing me a mountain peak where a temple was. That must be where Henry was heading. And then, of course, we have a whole bunch of notes that I haven't discovered yet, so we'll read some of that later. Ugh. Alright, let's just unpush those. We'll come back to that later, because we have part of the puzzle.
I'm not sure if Harry ever got to read this note.
Mr. Ever Harry, you're a good man. I know you love your wife. Do yourself a favor and return home to her. Here you won't find anything but death. Leave now. Cass will try to convince you to do otherwise, but she's only interested in getting a good scoop. Don't listen to her. I have no strength left. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Frank. Rip Frank. Oh. He was kind of a dick sometimes, but he was a good dude. Did we open this one? Yeah. Yes, we did. So that leaves Cassandra, Cassidy, whatever her name was, and then Harry and the Polynesian man, who I can't remember his name. All right. Well, we got more buttons. Okay. That is some significant speakers. Oh, lordy. That was like a 24-inch sub. Kaboom. Button.
Dead as a doornail.
No button. Got
So
it.
I guess you used the notes from the organ and they weren't the right ones.
I'm so stupid. Such an arrogant idiot. That rock slide could have killed everybody. All thanks to my stubbornness.
Alright. Can you turn it on, Cass?
Please, sir, we should not do this. Not now. Haven't we had enough warnings, Mr. Everhart? What else do we need? Another death?
Listen to me. Frank lost his life setting this whole thing up. So we're not going to discuss it anymore. We're going to activate it, period. That clear enough for you?
Hey, Ma!
Fine. Same to you. Please, Cass, activate. Yes. It's working. Come on. Yes. It's working.
Is something wrong, Harry?
The ground is shaking. No.
No, I can't!
I told you, Everhart. You damn fool. You're going to kill us all.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
Well, alright. Cool. Alright. So, whatever they did not work, and it tried to kill people. That's fair, I guess. Alright, I have a kitty, which is going to make navigation a little bit tricky. We have another button thing.
Homemade loudspeakers. Probably to amplify the sound.
I'm not sure that's homemade. Looks like just a bunch of speakers that they propped up with wood. Meh. Meh. Ah, there we go.
Homemade loudspeakers. Probably to amplify the sound.
So,
There's a symbol inside.
symbol. We've got symbol. We got 3 of the 4. Gila. Step and stay. Step and stay. Okay. So we're basically going to try to replicate the correct sound and push the correct buttons to do the correct thing and not kill everyone. I just need to find the last one of these. Probably over there.
There are some sort of sound devices built around this amphitheater.
Okay. Rip Frank.
Oh no! Frank died.
I definitely went the wrong direction when I was exploring.
Oh,
Aw.
Frank had a daughter named Evangeline. What a darling. So Frank fought in the Great War.
Rip Frank.
I'm so sorry. He was such a talented man, and he seemed to be a good friend of Harry's. I'm really sorry about Frank. Harry doesn't have many friends. When you finally do get to know him, he's so witty, so funny. A loving person. But it takes a lot for him to open up.
Okay, so this is where we came from. So this is the way we probably should have gone.
They built all this just with pieces from the beached ship. Frank sure must be a real whiz.
Was. Because of course now we know, well, Frank died. Gita, shush. Not entirely sure what we're doing up here, but I'm sure it's speaker related. Ah, power related, yes.
No power.
Cool. Alright, so I came up here for nothing. We're gonna need to come back up here and push that button again once we get power going. If I'd have realized it was just gonna be a power switch, I would have waited until I had power. Okay. What's going on in here? Probably should have a light in here. Let's go try to find power. Rip Frank. Ah, I see. It's a fast flowing water.
They built a turbine to generate electricity under the falling water, but the stream isn't close enough to the wheel.
Okay. Alright, fair enough.
A Bible. It must have belonged to Frank. He thought it was a flesh wound, but it kept getting worse.
I've tried to do something with this wound from DeWitt's attack, but no matter what I do, it still looks infected. I feel worse every day. Ah, so that's how he died.
Blood-soaked rags.
Alright. So he died from the wounds from DeWitt's attack. Then, did someone else die from the collapse that happened earlier? Or over there? Like, did we lose the Polynesian man in that collapse? No, because his tent was unmarred. Button. Oh.
These levers connect those gears to direct the wheel's energy into the turbine.
Yeah, okay. So what if... Button. Ah, interesting. Because you can pull it, but you can't hold it there. Because I was kind of hoping that you could pull it and put it into place to lock those gears, and then turn the do to the next thing, and then pull it and do the thing. But apparently that's not how that works. So we need to do something about that. I'm not entirely sure what to do about that. We got another symbol up there as well. Interesting. Is that the same symbol? Curly left, straight top, dot dot, etc. I'm not going the right way, am I? Yes, that is the same symbol. This is good to know. Okay, so we have all of these things. So maybe we start with those? Yeah. I'm not sure if this is the right method, but so you need to be top. And you need to be bottom. And that means the one that collapsed down this away needs to be the left one.
Did these stone columns just vibrate? Amazing! The hatches are opening.
Neat. So then that might adjust the water flow over yonder to get the wheel spinning. We definitely have water flowing. That's happening. Yes, indeed, we have water flowing.
Now the wheel is moving.
Okay, so let's do the thing that I was trying to do earlier that probably will work now. Yep, so that locks it in place once it's got power coming from the wheel, it locks it in. And kerplamo.
Huh, that was easy.
Buttons.
These buttons seem to adjust the amount of energy that goes through the turbine.
Okay. Oh no. one of these frackin' puzzles. There we go.
That
I
should
hate
give
those.
the turbine some energy.
Okay, so now we have power. I'm assuming, just a guesstimate, Gita. I'm assuming we're gonna have enough power for one thing at a time.
Great, I did it.
Oh, okay.
Now everything should be powered.
Great. Gila, shush. I thought we'd have to, like, separate out the power a little bit. Gila, hi. Now we can go up here and push a button. Oh, also in here. Lovely. You'll have to use the ship's turbine and juggle with the things I got from the ship to make this work. Let's see if I can manage to power the whole set just with the scarce materials that I have.
Harry's convinced the answer to my illness lies inside that temple.
Temple. Black ooze and Nora's illness. Gotta open that door.
Nakal? So this is like Atlantis, but in the Pacific Ocean, right?
According to legend that said the continent Mu sank in the Pacific thousands of years ago. Its massive stone structures, generally irregular in shape, contrasted with the unique use of diamond shapes. This is reminiscent of the other rhomboid symbols, such as the lozenge or the Hindu Lakshmi star. However, experts believe that in the specific case of the Nakal structures, instead of representing fertility and prosperity, the rhombus was a sign of transformation and evolution. Okay. Losange and rhombus.
They built loudspeakers on top of this tower to reproduce the effect of the organ. Very clever, old pal.
We're reproducing the effect of the organ. Loudspeakers. Generator. Done. We did the do.
His low spirits are obvious in this photo. What was wrong with Frank? He looks so thin.
Dead. Dying and or dead. Okay. Now we can climb and push the button. I do wish the climbing animation was a little bit faster. But thankfully, there's not too terribly much of it so far.
Oh, what? Did I do something wrong? Come on, work. Come on.
Well, we got down quickly. Alright. And I guess we get electrocuted. Ah.
Now what? What's happening this time? Where am I?
Right. Now we are in a dry desert full of giant statues and bones. Okay.
I can feel the fever rising. Oh God, no. My illness. Is it coming back?
My guess is you just don't take kindly to warm, dry climates.
Is this an ocean? An ocean that dried up?
Fish bones. Hello, mysterious chair.
My cane. No. I would rather die than use that damned thing again.
Well, then die you shall.
air is so dry. I need to find water.
Ah, so bright.
My bed. Another memory of my illness.
Red 17, hi, hello, welcome. I am loving the game so far. Fantastic visuals, great sounds, so far compelling story. I like that it is not a traditional, like, horror type game. It is definitely a Lovecraftian love story with a bit of self-exploration going on here. There's definitely some spooky elements, but it's definitely more of a, I would say, almost a traditional slow burn Lovecraftian horror.
How many times did I think I was going to die lying in this bed?
7. Bright light, Jesus.
I'd better find some shade before I dry right up.
Shade. We're shading the lady. Shade.
The horseshoe-shaped pillar. And that diamond shape again. I can't take much more of this. I feel woozy.
Don't puke on us now, lady. You're almost there. See? Shade. I'll be fine for a moment. Just rest and recover. You'll be fine.
Is that a house?
It is indeed. Oh, and that poor guy got stabbed before he dried up. Rip. Oh, sudden
That's not a
lighting
house.
change.
That's our house in Inglewood.
Oh, we have some water here. Lovely. Neat.
Am I dreaming? Or am I just losing my mind?
¿Por qué no los dos? You can do both at once. Fish. Hi, little fishies.
Harry? Are you home?
Oh, that was a sudden transition. Jesus.
I miss you so much, old pal. A picnic with Harry's brother and sisters. I started wearing gloves shortly after that day.
Poor lady. Alright, we cannot go that way. Alright, fine. We'll go up the stairs.
I am definitely losing my mind.
That's fine. You didn't need that.
I don't understand what is happening, Harry. Are you...
Right. Alright. Here we are.
Checkmate in 3 moves.
I envy anyone who can stare at a chessboard like this and immediately get that information. I cannot do that myself.
Harry gave me this necklace after one of his scavenger hunts. It's a photo of my mother and me. She had just gotten worse from her illness.
Indeed.
The happiest day of my life.
Aw, that happy,
And
handsome
one of
couple.
the few pictures of Harry without his glasses.
What's that? Those look like they might be coral. To sell the underwater theme, I think.
The Everhart twosome. What a duo.
That looks important. We're going to click that
mother's
last.
music box. Yet again.
Greetings from Yantale.
Cousin Robert? But I don't have any cousins.
So you say. Anything else? No. I think we have found all of the things. So we will touch the important thing.
What a sweet melody.
It is a sweet melody. I'm assuming I am not very musically inclined, but I'm assuming that that is the same tune needed to open the door.
What was that? Another vivid dream?
Probably shifted a
My
couple
music
octaves or
box
whatever.
Again, but it wasn't broken anymore. And what a catchy tune.
Hey, kitty. Kitty, shush. I absolutely love the visuals in this. And I love a good rainstorm, so this is just doing it for me. Okay, so I'm assuming that's still pushed, so I don't have to climb up there again. We're good. Okay, so let's figure out the rest of this.
I've lived more in these last 2 days than in the previous 6 years. With my illness, I'd forgotten about the kind of person I am. I might not be daring, but I am determined. Love gave me strength, but it also gave me something to lose.
Indeed. Okay, so I pushed the buttons, did the water. Oh god, I hope I don't have to recreate that in my head. I am awful at music. Button. Okay. Oh, she's gonna recreate it. Perfect. Do it, lady. Sing it.
I haven't sung since I got sick, but let's give it a shot.
Oh, yep, there goes those chills. Yep, I get it, Red. I get it. There it
That
goes.
was quite a show.
Indeed. All these stone structures are fantastic. Oh no, ads. The ads. I'm sorry for the ads. You know what? Before we go into the temple, now is a perfect time for a BRB and a save, because save. Because I haven't saved in a while. So we're gonna BRB. I'm gonna get myself another drink. Anyone who does not have ad protection isn't gonna see the next part anyway, so we're BRBing. All right, perfect timing according to my thing. The ad break has just ended. Welcome back, anyone. So we have a door to open. Now, Red, if you're still there, I would appreciate some guidance. No spoilers, of course, but do you know roughly how much is left in the game? I've been playing for 3 hours, and we're at this point. So, if we're talking like half an hour to an hour left, I'd love to finish it in this session. But if we're talking like 3+ hours left, I might have to save it for another day. You're a spoiler, Demos. You are. We're going in. You're seeing an estimate of 6 hours. Okay. So, I mean, now might be a good time to end it. Probably about halfway. So if I look at my achievements, I try not to look because it tends to spoil things a little bit. But I did get... So at 11:38 p.m., so give or take an hour or 40 something minutes ago, I got the achievement for halfway through, halfway of the story logs. So I see 1 through 4 chapters, and I see 4, 5, and 6 remaining chapters. So we've got 3 chapters remaining. It's very possible that we're about halfway through. So now might be a fantastic time to stop.
Now that it's filled with water, it looks like a baptismal pool.
Oh. Well, that's slightly new information. So now might be a good time to stop, because that will then leave me with about half the game to continue on a future session. And this is a great time to stop anyway, because we just sang our way to opening the temple, and we have got to go inside. So it's a little bit of a cliffhanger. But I'm loving this game. Absolutely loving this game so far. We definitely have the Lovecraftian feel to it. There obviously are some... I think this is intended to be in the Lovecraft universe, because we've got Innsmouth references, and I think I recognize a couple of the names that have been thrown around as well. I'm not positive, but I think I do. And at the very least, it feels like Our Lady here is possibly an Innsmouth descendant. Possibly from a family that full-on had the Innsmouth look. The photo of the guy that she said looks like her granddad did not look Innsmouthy. At least not to me, from what I've heard of Innsmouth look. But her family is from Innsmouth, at least the grandfather is. And they have some strange affliction. And of course, she is doing physically much better, that she is really close to the ocean and having a lot of water on her and whatnot. So that tells me that she might be fish person. Never mind the dream that she had where she got all flippery and went swimming and had a nice little swim with her new fins and whatnot. So we're pretty sure that Our Lady is turning into a fish person. At least I'm pretty sure. But we're going to call it here. And then next time, we will finish this off in one session, hopefully, and have a grand old time with it. So that'll be it for tonight. It was delightful having y'all here. Kinder, Demos, Red, Trix, Sparkle. I think Scooby showed up. Tony might still be lurking. Who knows? I appreciate y'all being there. And, yeah. Have yourself a good night. See you next time. Bye.